Hello, everyone. Welcome to this course in digital marketing. The idea with this course is to have a full, complete digital marketing course, but at the same time, not too long, not too dense. So it will be like a concise, short, as much as we can, course that will give you everything you need to know when you build or when you manage a website, especially in WordPress. If you don't manage a website in WordPress, or if you're planning to build a website in a different platform such as Wix or anything else, this course will be good anyways, because we are going to focus on search engine optimization, SEO, updated for the year 2026 for all the changes that the industry has, such as AI, ChatGPT engine, Perplexity, and Google Gemini, for example, just to name the most influential ones. So SEO has changed in the last year, 2 years or so, with the introduction of AI. It's not going to teach you to build a website from scratch like I have in previous courses, but it's going to focus on people that already have websites and they want to optimize and basically have a website that looks and that is professional, not only from the style side of things, but also from technicalities and the technical parts, just such as technical SEO, for example, and a website that is ready to be indexed by Google and other search engines. And this is me, by the way. And I have been in digital marketing industry and in this basically world for many years, already about 10 years. And what I want to give you is a quick overview of what we are going to be speaking about in this course or mini course for SEO for the year 2026 and on. There are many different or a few different types of websites. So this website that you see right now, it's my website for digital marketing. This is a service website. I also have this website, which is security WordPress, focuses on WordPress security. And this is also a service website in which you display the services that you offer for a client and what you do for them. And then I can leave you, of course, details, and you can contact them and try to sell the service. There are other types of websites such as affiliate marketing, in which you promote products or services of someone else and you get a commission for it. And these type of websites are a bit different, such as this one that I show you in this example. Another type of websites that you might find is the classic e-commerce or online store, online shop, in which you sell products online. And the approach for this type of websites is a bit different, but the basics are always the same. And then there is another type, the last type of website that we're going to be speaking about is magazines or news. I don't have any that I own, so I'm showing this as an example, the CNN website. But if you are planning on building or you're managing these type of websites such as magazines, news, then the approach should be a bit different, and we're going to be speaking about these type of websites as well. So this is it for the introduction. This course will be very useful for you if you already have a website and you want to actually step up from the amateur website owner to a proficiency or professional level, in which you have a website that is ready to be indexed, that complies with all the technical aspects that a website should have for SEO, for search engine optimization, and for maximum exposure. And after the completion of this course, you're going to be able to build websites or manage your own website at a different level, completely same as any professional from any digital marketing agency does. And you will be more familiar. You will know when someone is talking BS or when someone is actually making sense of what they are talking about. And also for you, you might be able perhaps to manage websites of someone else and offer even SEO services to someone else. This is up to you. This course specifically is not intended for you to open your own agency at this moment, because there are many things that we're not going to be talking about, or we're going to be talking about briefly. But the main purpose is if you already have a website, or if you're planning to build a website and for your own business, whatever your business might be, if it's affiliate marketing or offering services, or if you want to have a news website and then have advertising on your website and monetize it this way, then all of these will be very useful for you. The course will be not very long, I promise, not very dense and heavy. Actually, it's going to be very dynamic and quite short as much as we can. We're going to leave all the BS aside and we're going to focus on the practicalities and the most important things that you must implement on a website to look and to feel and to be professional. So see you inside the course, and good luck to all of you. Welcome to the first part of the course. And like I said previously, we're going to be concise and we're going to go directly to the main points. So we keep this course short yet very productive. Course, like I said previously in the introduction, is a complete course on the most important things with that regards to SEO, search engine optimization, which means or equals organic search results, which means when someone is searching for a service or a product that you offer, that you're selling, then should be able to find you organically in Google or in other search engines without knowing your name. That's the key point. They don't need to know you to find you online. So without further ado, let's dive in to the first part of the course, which is the structure of and planning of a website. So for as an example, I'm taking my website, my own website on digital marketing, and I'm just gonna introduce you to a website, a normal website, service website. When you offer services, it looks more or less like this, with a header on top, with a body, and then at the bottom, this is all the body of the website, which means the content, and at the bottom we have the footer. Okay, so in the footer, sometimes we want to keep a menu, not always, and in the header we want to keep a main menu, and in the body, of course, is the body of each page, which I will also remind you in case you don't know, or in case you haven't seen any of my material before. A website is basically combination of individual pages that you put all under one domain. So if your domain in our case, the domain is marketerx.com, then all of these pages will be under my domain, and all of these pages combined are the website. So a website can be only one page, or it can be two, or it can be three. And the more you work on the website, then it will accumulate more and more pages, which is also part of the SEO effort to get more exposure. So to summarize on this first quick intro is we have a header, we have a menu on top, header menu, we have a body, and at the bottom we have a footer. And sometimes we want to keep a footer menu, and if not, we can also place most important pages, including menu pages, in the footer itself. And we will speak more about this strategy, which it depends really on the website owner, whatever you decide. So this is the first part. All right, guys, we are coming to the second part, or the second section. And the second section, after the introduction, we did a first section in which we saw the structure of a website, which means header, body, and footer. And now what we are going to be seeing is we're gonna dive in a little bit inside the admin, WordPress admin. Hello, and this is the third section of the digital marketing course focusing on search engine optimization for the year 2026 and on. I want to introduce you to the WordPress admin dashboard. Now, you might not use WordPress, and that's totally fine. I use WordPress because I've been using WordPress for many, many years, and I find it very comfortable, but also very practical, and it works really, really nice for search engine optimization, for marketing, because it's easy to manage, and it's WordPress is an open source um, program, which means that developers from all over the world can join and improve it and add features and add plugins, and it's very, very practical. It's highly popular, and most websites in the world um, are built on WordPress. I'm pretty sure of this. Actually, I'm not 100% sure, but at this point, but it's a great. It has a vast number of users and developers. Um, Inside the WordPress admin dashboard, you will see the name of your website, and if you hover and click on it, you will go to the website, how it looks on the outside. This is the inside. You will have the updates, usually plugins that need updates, or maybe WordPress has an update and you have to update. I encourage you strongly to update plugins as soon as you see that there is an update for security reasons and also for functionality reasons. Um, you might have different plugins installed, and they will show on the side. If you have WooCommerce, which is the e-commerce section plugin to sell online, you might have it here. And then if you continue downwards, you'll have the appearance, in which you can select the themes that you're using or a different theme. In customize, you can usually um, edit the logo and play with the size and so on. You have widgets also. Widgets are different widgets that you can add on the website. You have access to the menus, of course, in which you can add pages to the menus. We will go over each one. The plugins, of course, the section of the plugin. Tools. Sometimes some of the plugins might be found here. You have the settings, and in the main settings, we will show you around the most important things that you must do for search engine optimization for a good functionality. And that's it pretty much. I'm using Divi, which is useful, but I don't only use Divi on my website. So some of them, my websites, they don't use Divi, and this one specifically does. Um, if we go into the settings sections, in the general settings, you will see that you have the main settings, such as language, time zone that you might select, things like that. But if you go to the writing and the reading section, you will see something that is very important. In the writing section, usually we don't touch that. We leave it as it is. Okay. And if you go to the reading section, this is the important thing. You're gonna make sure that the homepage that you want to display is a static page, not a post from the blog, unless you want that. But usually, for a website, you want a static page, and then the page that you selected yourself will be the homepage. Here, discourage search engines from indexing the site must be unclicked unless you don't want search engines to crawl, or the crawlers of the search engines to crawl your page, your website. In search engine optimization, clicking this means that the website will be um, declared as no index, and that means that crawlers will not crawl the website. The website might be indexed from other sources, such as redirections, but not from crawling. So the moment you want the website to be visible to others and to find clients online, you want to make sure that this one is unticked, okay, unchecked. So the website is as indexed. Another important thing is permalinks. So I'm here, by the way, in the permalink sections. Permalinks means how the website will be composed or structured. For example, post name means that the website, each page will be followed by a slash and the name of the page. And this is very important because you want to target pages will be named after keywords. And so, for example, in my case, in this specific website, it's digital marketing. So if I want to have a page that is called SEO in New York, then let's say I create a page that is called SEO dash in dash New York, then I want the website to be structured this way. So the search engines will find a page online that is SEO in New York when someone in New York searches for this specific keyword. I'm just saying randomly. I didn't do the keyword research, and I don't know how many searches for this keyword we can find. So I don't know if I would use it or not, depending on the relevancy of my website and if I want to target that keyword and if I want to, but you get the point. If I were to choose this one, archives 1 to 3, that means that according to archives, it will be a number. This does not help SEO because no one will be searching for archives and a number. The same goes for the date. No one will be searching for a date, and date we have here as well, and then here we have different parameters that are definitely not going to be useful for us in this specific case. Okay, so always make sure that you select post name and that the pages are indexed and showing with the name of the page. That this was over a quick overview of the main dashboard. Hey, we're gonna start the fourth section, but before that, I want to clarify, following the last section in which we spoke about the permalinks. Do you see this? There is a warning. Changing your permalink settings can seriously impact search engine visibility. You should almost never be done on a live website. It should never be done on a live website. So what happens is, from a point of view, from an SEO point of view or perspective, from search engines, if you declared that your website will look like this, and a page will be called SEO in New York, and then you suddenly decide to change that page and to change the permalinks, then this page that you just created will go to 404. 404 means that page non-existent. In the eyes of the search engines, they will search for a page that is already indexed like this. They will not find it and it will go to a 404. When this happens, the search engines assume that the page does not exist anymore, and thus they take it away from the indexing, or it falls in the rankings. And when you're trying to basically promote your website and to optimize it, then the last thing you want is to for search engines to not to find the pages that are already ranking. And this is why this warning: you should never ever change the URLs of a page that is already indexed. If you don't like the URL and you want to change, there is a method to do it, and is in which you do change the URL. You create a new page or you change the URL. Let's say you don't like this page called sample post, and then you change it. And what happens to the sample post? It doesn't disappear, it's still indexed. And because we don't want the page to be 404 and to drop our rankings, then what we do is we do a redirection to the existing page. There are many plugins that can do this. So before you do that, you always have to keep in mind that the safest is never to change it, never to change a URL. Okay, so that's what I wanted to clarify. Moving to the fourth section, we are going to speak about um, core pages and structure of a website properly with the core pages. Core pages is, in this case, will be digital marketing consultancy, will be a core page in which I explain in depth about my digital marketing consultancy service. And then I might have other core pages, um, such as SEO services or SEO guidance might be a core page for me, or SEO analysis might be a core page. Core pages means pages that are very relevant to your business and must be well explained. And on top of that, I will highly recommend you put them in the main menu and they are highly visible. So for example, in my website, you see the main page is called Digital Marketing Consultancy. And in the menu, if I start looking for pages, I can find easily SEO services, SEO analysis, all these pages that are important for me to be recognized by the search engines as as a main part of the business. So when someone is searching for digital marketing consultancy or digital marketing services, then Google and other search engines will understand perfectly clear that my website talks about that, about digital marketing consultancy, digital marketing services. And this is why everything should be very clear, very visible, and we should put it in the main menu. Sometimes, if um, if I want to increase basically the importance of the page, I will also put it in the footer, um, or perhaps in a footer menu. But we don't want to repeat ourselves. So if a page is already placed in the main in the main menu on top, we don't really want to put it. I don't think it's gonna hurt the SEO, but it's not gonna support it, in my opinion. Repeating a page uh, twice in the menu, then it's not going to strengthen your visibility. It might even do the opposite. So don't repeat yourself. Important pages, make sure that they are in the menu, either one. And core pages, like your main service page, should be very clear. And this is where you're going to be speaking about the service that you're offering in depth, clear, explaining with examples, with some reviews also. Okay, so all right, this was about core pages and placing them properly throughout your website. Hi again, and on this section, let's take a look at the fundamentals of SEO, and I'm going to be focusing on titles, meta descriptions, meta titles. We will see all that. So in a page of a website, you have to take into account the titles, the content, as well as links, of course, and meta titles and meta descriptions. I'm gonna be showing you what that is as well. So if you don't know HTML, I'm not gonna be teaching HTML in depth, but the basic that you must know for SEO purposes that there is from H1 to H6 with titles. H1 meaning the most important one, and H6 the less important one. Every page has to have a main title with H1, only one. So for example, we have here, if I go to inspect, we will see that this is an H1 title. And sometimes we will find H2 titles as well. If I go inspect here, then this should be an H2 title. And we can see it here in the inspect section. H2 meaning is less important than the H1. There's only one H1, and there could be several H2, there could be H3, depending on what you do. This one probably is H2 as well. H2, let's see if I can find an H3 in this section. Not necessarily speaking, we're gonna have always an H3, but it's up to you. Whatever you want to classify as more important or less important. And this is for the perspective of the crawlers. If a crawler comes crawling this page, the crawler will understand that this is the main title, this is the main keyword, possibly. A person is looking for digital marketing consultancy, and the crawler understands that the main title says digital marketing consultancy, and then you have less important titles, H2, which usually will contain the main keyword. Not necessarily has to contain the main keyword, but in this case, yes. And it's advisable that at least one H2 will have the main keyword. And this should be either a paragraph or this is an H3. Okay, in this case, this is an H3. This is also a title, and this text here should be paragraph with a P. Paragraph, of course, is what we use for just writing content. So this is in respects of titles. Every page has to have one main title with one H2 or H1, sorry, and then the other titles can be H2, can be H3, can be H4. We advise to have at least one or two H2, and then possibly the more you scroll, then maybe less important titles will be H3. And then, of course, the paragraph will be the content within these titles. You write the title of a small section, and then you write content. This will be paragraph. Regarding meta titles and meta description, this is for the search engines. This will be the meta title that we see here. And this is the meta description. The meta title and the meta description, of course, we select them. So basically, in the dashboard, inside the dashboard, I want to go to any of the pages that I have in my website. So it could be any of the pages, and I want to go to the edit. Okay, if you're working with a website builder like Divi, for example, like I am in this website, or Elementor, then you go to you shouldn't go to edit with Elementor or edit with Divi, for example. We go to the edit page right here, and in the page I scroll, and in the SEO sections, this is This is Yoast already. Then I'm going to have the focus key phrase or keyword that I'm using in this page. Then I'm going to have a sample for the mobile result and the desktop on how the meta title, meta description will look. The slug is the URL, which we never touch. Remember, we spoke about this. We should never ever change the URL. And if we need to change it for any reason, then we must redirect the old one with a 301 redirection link. We will we will speak more about it a bit further in the course to the new URL. But then you are getting into more of the complicated stuff that if there is no need, excuse me, to change the URL, we don't change it. And finally is the meta description here. So the title, as you see, it will be the title of the page, the separator. But if I want to write something in between, I can. So for example, I will say lead generation services. It's the name of the page in 2026, for example. Then you see that it shows here. And finally, the meta description, which do you see Yoast gives you an indication that the meta description perhaps is a bit longer than it should be. This is not critical at all, but it's good to have it within the range. So it should be green and green. So for example, we can say here, find effective B2B business, learn how to target strategies, affiliate marketing, and paid advertising. Let's see, with no, we can say and more here. Okay, we are still not in green, and here in advertising, and we can have sort of something like this, and it will look like this. But this is just an example. I'm showing you how to edit the meta title, meta description. Now, something very important. Like I said before, not always Google will take this as the meta description. Google might choose something else. If that happens, then what you have to do is you have to find the script or the what Google found most relevant for the meta description, and you can, once you find that little piece of writing in the website where Google took it from, then you can edit it, and it's likely that on the next scrolling, uh, Google will actually index what you edited. Okay, links. I want to show you links that you must post in every you must place in every post that you create. Links is it's a way for search engines like Google and other search engines to understand what you're referring to. You are recommending something or you're being recommended from something else, referring to pages and material and information on the web. When you add a link in your pages to another page from your website, you are telling Google and other search engines, look, this website can be also referred to that other page. That other page that I'm linking to is also relevant and it's important and you should follow it. And in this way, search engines understand what pages are most important or most relevant for the topic that we are trying to show right now to the viewer. Okay, so links are very important. Internal linking, it's always important because right now we are strengthening these pages. And in these other pages, if we go to them, then we might see that we also have other links there linking to other pages. We can link also back to the initial page. In this example, we are going to see this example before. This is an affiliate website. Photos or pictures. Photos are very important for a website. It gives an indication to the viewer that that we are showing something visual to the viewer. But back in the day, Google and other search engines, when they crawl the website, they wouldn't see images. So we had to add alternative tags or alt tags, which is this. And basically, the alternative tag is, in the case the picture doesn't show in the website, we explain to the search engine and to the viewer, to the visitor, what the picture is about or what the image shows. For the crawlers, it's important because they understand what the image is about. And for the viewer, it's also important. In the case the picture doesn't show, then they will know that still you are trying to show something relevant. Obviously, a broken picture we shouldn't show, never. But sometimes it's unavoidable. And the alternative tags also gives a clear indication of what the picture is about. Now, um, usually the alt tags, it's good if you have the keyword, the main keyword that you are also referring to. The description, it's optional. You can describe the picture and you can also mention the keyword here. And now that I said that Google and other search engines didn't or couldn't see images, the truth is that in 2026 and on, with the age of the AI can definitely see pictures and analyze pictures and photos and understand what the photo is about. Still, we are still marking the alt tags, the alternative tags. But for example, here it says spin and win. And before the age of AI, I will tell you that this spin and win, it's only in the banner. AI, sorry, the search engines, Google wouldn't be able to read what says on the photo if it's part of the photo, if it's not in HTML, but AI can. So we are um, changing basically how we approach SEO. And this is one of the changes that AI crawlers will be able to see the pictures. You might be able to, uh, you might want to write something in a picture, maybe your keyword as well, and it's likely that AI will understand this. Let's talk about the size of the photo. Size of the photo should always be as small as possible, but keep in the quality of the photo. This is an icon, so an icon is very, very small and it's 3 kilobytes. Okay, a bigger photo, for example, this one will be 191 kilobytes. It's still okay. We want to keep the photos, the size of the photo that we put on the website, less than, I would say, less than 300 kilobytes. Sometimes it's slightly bigger, larger, but ideally less than that. I would say between um, 70 kilobytes and 300 kilobytes, not megabytes. Okay, megabytes, 1 megabyte is very big for a website. So usually when we take a screenshot or when we download a photo from Shutterstock or other sources, a photo will be very large in a very high quality, ready to be printed in a huge banner. We don't need that for a website. A photo in a website should be, like I said, between, I would say, 70, 50 kilobytes and 300 kilobytes. There's no really need to have a larger photo. Um, you might, but just keep in mind that a photo is heavy and a photo gets rendered and loaded, and the speed of the website in which the page will be loading, it's very important for SEO purposes and for optimization. So we want to keep the photos small. When we speak of icons, you see an icon will be very small, 12 kilobytes, 3 kilobytes. Sometimes it can be larger, but just keep in mind that we want to have photos as small, okay, as possible. This one is 65 kilobytes, way, way, way below 1 megabyte, right? 1 megabyte is 1000 kilobytes. So you can imagine if you have a photo that is um, more than 300 kilobytes, I will say reconsider and try to make it smaller. To make it smaller, there are websites like TinyPNG in which you can, for free, upload, just drag and drop any photo, and the photo will reduce the size without reducing quality. Unless you do it again and again, then it will reduce quality. So, but if you do it once or twice, it's still okay. Just drag and drop your photo here and reduce the size, okay? And if you're familiar with Photoshop or similar softwares, you can in Photoshop also reduce the size of a photo. But bottom line is that photos should be always small, so they are loaded faster and the website loads faster. Okay, so that's about photos. And this regards to the page depth. So we say in SEO that we want pages in order to be indexed to be up to 3 levels of depth, which means that a crawler will come to this page and will see a page. And this is first level because you can click on it. But if you need to reach this page through this page, then this is another level. That will be second level. And if it needs to reach something else from this page, then it will be third level. Deeper than 3 levels, then it will be very difficult for the crawlers to index, probably will not be indexed. Always keep pages in the first and 2 levels in my recommendation. And for that, you have menus, the header menu and the footer menu. So just take advantage of this to make all the important pages that you want to be indexed in the first level. Okay. Relevant to this topic is the sitemap. There are two types of sitemaps with SEO. One is the XML sitemap, which is only for the search engines to understand that you're ready to be indexed. And I will speak more about XML sitemaps soon. But right now I'm referring to the HTML sitemap, which is the second sitemap. And this type of sitemap should be in the footer always. It could be here. You can place it here, or you can put it in a menu, in a footer menu. But the most important is that it is placed. And the reason we want to do this is because when we click on the sitemap, we will see that in the HTML sitemap, all the pages from the website are posted here. So what does it do? That if any of the pages for some reason are hiding or they are not easy to be found by Google, then on the sitemap, we just placed all of them on a second level, right? The first level was the sitemap page that I clicked, and now we are at the second level. So this is very easy for crawlers to find and to index. And we want all of the pages from the website to be indexed. So we always add a sitemap as a good practice, just to make sure that all of our pages or our most important pages are between the first and the second level of depth so they can be indexed. This is the XML sitemap that is given by Yoast. When we click on it, it will open a new page. And this is the XML sitemap. It just looks like this. So what happens is when we are in the, we're going to copy this one, right? And we're going to go to the search console in which we must have our website. And we're going to go to the sitemaps. And here we're going to see that the sitemap is successfully submitted. What does this mean? It means that Google sees the sitemap and it understands, okay, so this website is ready to be indexed. Let us crawl it, let us index. So this is why it's very important. Now, sometimes if you forget to submit a sitemap for Google, Google still will find your website online somehow, and it will index whatever it can. But the good practice is to invite Google and other search engines to crawl it and to say, look, I'm available, I'm online, come crawl it, come index my website. And this is why we use the XML sitemap. Okay, and that's all for now for this section. We will continue on the next section. Hey, this section is dedicated to keyword research and basically strategies we use to optimize our pages. I'm going to repeat what I said before earlier in the course, that a website is based on pages that we build on the website that relates to our business or to our services or to our products, whatever we sell. And when we try to optimize organically, meaning that a person should be able to find us across the web without knowing who we are. The way we do it is we try to optimize keywords that are relevant to our business. So I'm showing you at this moment without any preferences. I am not actually sponsored or by in any way by any of these keyword research tools that I'm going to show you. I'm just using them just for the purpose of examples and to make you understand what I mean with keyword research first, then we implement to our website. So in this example, I'm using Href free keyword generator. Each software has a paid version, and usually they offer a very easy, simple, or a very limited free version. These softwares are usually called freemium because they are free in the beginning, but then you will have to upgrade if you want to continue with them, or they allow you to do a very limited search of research of keywords per day or per keywords. I'm not really sure, but they all work differently. Um, Me personally, the one that I use constantly is Oversuggest from Neil Patel. Again, I'm not sponsored by him or anything like that. Um, it's just that usually Oversuggest offers a lifetime subscription, which is quite it's quite useful because you don't have to pay every month. Other keyword research tools, they offer a monthly subscription or year subscription, which is not cheap at all. So that's why depending on what you need it for, then you will decide by yourself what you want to do with your subscription or which keyword research tool you want to use. Um, if we are going back to where we were, let's say I want to optimize for my business digital marketing in New York, let's say. Then obviously we select here usually the country we want to target. And when I mean target, I mean clients. Who do we want to target with our website? Are we looking for clients in the United States or we're looking for clients in a different country? Then this is how we do it. And then we search, and then here it will tells us the difficulty of the keyword. In this case, digital marketing in New York is a medium keyword, meaning that it's not difficult, meaning that we have some chances of perhaps ranking in the first pages. And here we have a very, because I'm not subscribed to Hrefs, actually I do use Hrefs with, with one of my clients, and this specific client, he has a subscription and I use their subscription, but um, me myself, I'm not subscribed, and this is why I'm seeing less than 100 per month. But if you pay attention, if I go to the one that I am subscribed and I search for uh, digital marketing in New York, and I want English here, and I want United States, yeah, and then I'll go for search. Then it's gonna tell me a more accurate estimate of how many searches I have for this keyword. In this case, it's quite a large volume. Now, it is very common that two different keyword research tools will show different results, and this is because they have different way of conducting the research, and this is why it is advisable. It's not a must, but it's advisable to use more than one keyword research tool to have a more or less idea of how many searches and if you must use it or if you shouldn't or if you should. I would definitely, if I was based in New York and I want to promote my website to be digital marketing in New York, I will definitely use this keyword, by the way, because it seems to be a very relevant keyword anyways for those who are searching for clients in New York. I'm seeing here the SEO difficulty is also medium, and the volume is a bit higher than what Ahrefs was showing me. But in this case, I know that I want to use this keyword in my website. Now that I decided to use this keyword in my website, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to my website. I'm going to um, go to the dashboard of my site, and I'm going to go in the pages, and I'm going to just simply create a new page, right? Add new page. I'm going to name the page exactly how I want the keyword to be ranked. So in this case, if I wanted to create a page, I'm not going to, by the way, because it's not relevant for us. But let's say I want to create a page, then what I do is I go for digital marketing in New York. I will call it like this. I could call it, by the way, if I was creating a post and not a page, and I will tell you in a minute what the difference is. If I wanted to create a post, then I could say like I don't know, 10 advantages of having your digital marketing in New York performed in 2026. I'm just giving you an example. But the keyword digital marketing in New York must be. It will be the focus keyword. It will be the name of the page. Of course, the slug, the URL will be digital marketing in New York, separated by a dash each time, and then the meta description I will say find, find digital marketing in New York services of the best quality, blah, 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 blah. But my keyword will be here, whatever I decide to write later. And of course, I keep writing until I reach the green, right? And then I can stop and then I can submit. This is a clear example of having a bit of a now keyword research is quite complicated, and it's not just of checking the difficulty and the volume, but volume and difficulty are definitely really important. And I personally, my keyword research, I don't perform in-depth keyword research because it takes a long time, and is the best, of course. But what I do is I search the keyword, I search the difficulty, I search the volume, I search in different keyword research tools, and I decide based on the relevance of my keyword, based on the volume, based on the difficulty, I decide if I want to use it or not. Um, Once you implement it on your website, then of course you want to compose a page that is fully comprehensive, using the keyword a few times along the way, along the text, and in the titles, H1, H2, H3, like we said, meta title, meta description also. And then you will have it optimized. And this is the beginning. This is the beginning of composing a strategy for your SEO performance, knowing the keywords that you would use for your marketing and for your business, and then optimizing these keywords. Okay, so this is about strategy, the first part of strategy, keyword research and implementation in your website. Um, and we will continue with the next section, and we are going to be speaking more in depth about specific niches. What we said in the beginning, a service page, um, affiliate marketing could be your online store, and something that I said that I will explain. So let me explain about that now. In um, in WordPress, you have also posts, okay? Because WordPress was initially created to be a blog platform. So you have posts and you have pages. Um, Posts are posts that you write all the time, and you also target keywords in the post. Posts should be relevant, should be more of articles, and pages should be more of specific keywords about us, our services, and so on. And post will be more of like you see here, SEO services packages, tailored solution for your business, more of an article similar to what a news website will do with different articles, different news, etc. Okay, so let's finish this section here and we'll continue on the next one. I want to dedicate this section to speak about, first of all, on-page SEO and versus off-page SEO, and I want to speak more in depth about links. Links are very important, especially if you must link to other websites. If you work as an affiliate, right, and you get commission from different services and products that are not directly yours. Meaning, for example, if you refer to products in Amazon and you get commission, or if you work as an affiliate manager and you have, or you manage a website that is for affiliate marketing. So on-page SEO is anything that we do in our website and specifically in our pages inside, from titles to content and photos and alternative tags that we spoke about. Off-page SEO is anything that is outside of our website. And remember, I said before that internal linking strengthen the purpose of internal linking is to strengthen pages, because you are referring with links, you are referring from one page to another page, or you are getting referred from another page to your page. So off-page SEO is everything that um, a website that is not your website that will refer to your website. And back in the day, and even today, off page SEO is very important. It's a very important ranking factor. Um, and if we don't want, or we want to minimize as much as possible to refer to other websites, unless we have to, right? Because there is something called link juice, and the link juice means that the power that you have in your website, you are sharing to another website when you are referring. So when you work as an affiliate website, then you must link outside. This is how you get commission. So the way to do it is by a number of commands called no follow, no opener, no referrer. And here is an example of a no opener. And basically, this is a default for most externals links. You want to have a no opener. If you are issuing an external link, but you want to emphasize the security of your website, you will do no opener and no refer as well. But if you want to endorse, but you don't want the external link to share the power of your website, the link juice, in quotation marks, right, quote unquote link juice, then you want to also do a no follow, meaning that crawlers will not follow the link juice to another website, will not share the power of your website with another website. Um, Today we can ask ChatGPT, make me, this is the link that I want to refer. Please make me a no follow link, no opener, no referrer, and ChatGPT will give you. So, but basically we add rel equals quotation mark, no follow, and then we do a no opener as well, close quotation marks, and then of course this is the text that goes in the link. When you have a paid link, then it's advisable that you write sponsored in the link, and then Google will understand that you're sponsoring that link. No opener, no referrer. This will be the safest way to share a link that doesn't belong to your website if you're referring to another website. There are other examples when it's a user-generated link. And something that I didn't mention is target blank, means that opens in a new tab, meaning that you don't lose your website when you click on the link. Your website doesn't disappear, right? So it opens in a new tab. The user keeps your website open, and then it opens a new website where you're referring to. So UGC also refers to a user shared link. no follow, no opener. If you're having difficulties understanding this, you can always roll back to when I was explaining about sharing the link. And the most important here, I would say, is a no opener, no follow. No follow, no opener. Just ask always ChatGPT to give you the exact HTML to use when you are sharing a link that goes outside your own website. So if your website is, I don't know, let's say your website is amazingwebsite.com. This is your website, and you want to refer right now to Amazon.com. Then you want to do a no follow, no opener with Amazon.com here, and then target blank means that it will open in a new different tab. So your website will still be in the browser, and a new website will open. This is the correct way of doing it. Rule of thumb: internal links, keep them clean, descriptive, and relevant. This is if you are referring from one page to another page of your own website. And if external links, if you're referring to a different website, opens in a new tab with target blank. No opener always. If it's a paid affiliate sponsored, and optionally no follow. No follow means you will not share the power of your website. And if it's a user generated UGC, and often also followed by a no follow. If you want to keep your privacy for security reasons, no referrer. Okay. And something that I didn't mention in any of these examples is that when you are an affiliate, when you are referring to a website that is external, you're working as an affiliate, the links that you are showing in the system should be always clocked. And clocked um, links will protect your affiliate link as well. So you can call it beautify links. There are websites that beautify the links, or you can download a plugin for affiliate marketing. And what you do is you clocked your links, meaning that the links are not shown at all. It will be, as an example, if we can show here a link, how a link that is clocked, it will look like this. Let me see if I can drag it. You don't see in the screenshot. I will write it down, but it will look like a Go, and then in this case will be Casino Prestige. So it will be galareviews.com/go/Casino Prestige. It doesn't say my actual affiliate link. So this is how you protect yourself. This is the good practice, and this is what you should always do when you're referring to a website that is not your website. Apart, this is in addition to all we spoke before about the no follow, no referrer. In addition to that, we don't show links for security reasons. And that's all for now. Okay, if you reach this part of the course, congratulations. We have advanced and learned quite a bit of the basics. And in this section, I would like to speak more about strategies that we could use for different websites. And I promised in the beginning of the course that I will touch the topics of the online store. If you own an online store, e-commerce website, even if you don't use WordPress, if you use a different platform, I don't know, Shopify or Wix or whatever it is that you use, it doesn't really matter. The main idea with us is to optimize, to have a strategy to optimize our content. And we will speak about the e-commerce part, and we will speak also about an affiliate website, if that's your niche. And it doesn't matter, to be honest, what the niche is. The moment you understand the strategy behind, it's the same in every website. And of course, you approach it differently for whatever you have in front of you that you need to optimize. But in the end of the day, the mentality and the strategy is the same. For any website, in any website that you are presented with, then and you need to optimize, you cannot optimize a website as a whole. A website as a whole tells us nothing. We optimize individual pages. So every page for us represents an opportunity to optimize. So a website is a composition of many pages that are relevant to our business. We add pages that are relevant for our business. We don't just add random pages. So if you're if you have an e-commerce website and you're selling sportswear and streetwear like this one, then I'm not going to add something that is completely not relevant. I'm not going to create a page about, I don't know, sport cars. because they are not relevant for me in this website specifically. Or I'm not going to add, I don't know, like some cruise ship tourist ticket, that or anything that is non-related to this, then I'm not going to add. So it's very important that we take every website, the niche, and we're going to start adding pages that are relevant for this website. And each page for us represents an opportunity to optimize. How do we optimize? We research keywords like we already established in the previous lesson. And after we find the keyword that we want, then we start thinking on the page that we want to create that will use this keyword. And in this way, optimize this specific keyword and this specific page. So for example, in an e-commerce, every item, every item will represent um, an opportunity for us to optimize. So if I click on this individual item, then um, you will see that there is a name for the item, there is a short description, and then there is a larger description of the item. All of these will additional information if you want to add everything that you can add content about this item and use the keyword that you're going to use, then you're going to use. The parameter we don't optimize. You don't optimize white, unisex, short sleeve tee, bees, monkey in this case. Or and then you have a different page for chocolate brown. That's not how it's going to work. The parameters you leave aside, the colors, and you optimize the name of the item. And of course, if you find in the keyword research that red t-shirt has an opportunity for optimization, many searches about this, then you might optimize this keyword. You might take any t-shirt, if it's a red shirt that you find, then you can definitely use this inside the content. But the idea here is to optimize according to the item. When you start promoting an item specifically, even when you do paid advertising, you're going to be promoting one specific item, or one specific category that involves many items, and we're going to get into the category side, are the right way to optimize a larger group or a broader group of items. Let's say in this case will be, obviously this is a very broad keyword, but just for the sake of the example, let's say if I wanted to optimize men, then I can definitely, by optimizing the category, then I can cover many more items at once. If I manage to optimize this keyword in this instance, then I will have an opportunity to optimize many different items, to have exposure to many different items instead of just one. My point here is that every page in a website is an opportunity for optimization. You have to do your keyword research, see how many searches for the item, how many searches for the category. And if you can optimize a category, then it's much better than optimizing one individual item. But perhaps you find a keyword that refers to one specific item that is very, very popular, then you definitely want to optimize very well the specific item. For the sake of the example, let's say I find that Spartan Warrior Master Shirt is very popular and it has, I don't know, hundreds of searches per month. So I want to optimize specifically this item. So how do I optimize? First of all, I will make sure that the main keyword is on H1 title. I will make sure I have um, an H2 somewhere, perhaps this one. I will make sure that the keyword is repeated a few times, not without exaggeration, maybe 2 or 3 times in the description, and perhaps I will add more content down below, perhaps some opinions, um, some article that refers to this specific item, right? Um, I will make sure that other pages are linking to this item, like we said before. So I want to strengthen this page. I could also link out to another page of my website to a similar item that could help me um, make this page relevant for a potential customer that is searching for this specific item. So all of these things together will help me optimize the specific page. If we go to the home page, it's not only items, but sometimes at the bottom of the page, you have also an opportunity to emphasize the homepage, because if I'm taking the keyword here, streetwear culture, and this is my keyword that I want to optimize, then I want to make a text and speak about streetwear culture, and make sure that the keyword is repeated maybe 2 times or 3 times without exaggeration. We don't want to overload our page with a keyword. It's called keyword stuffing, and this is very old school SEO that is not used anymore, and actually is penalized by, or can be penalized by, Google and other search engines. And this is the way you want to optimize. You want to make an article very relevant for the keyword that you found, and you want to create links from other pages that are relevant back to this page that I'm optimizing. I want to emphasize categories. Perhaps a category on a gym equipment is very popular, and I want to perhaps give an opportunity to this page. Obviously, this page is not, and this website is a website that I own, but um, it's almost I barely have time to manage it. So a lot of the keywords, a lot of the categories are not properly optimized. But if I wanted to optimize this keyword and this category, then it would cover a bunch of items, and it will be better than just one item specifically. But if not, perhaps I find a specific item that I want to optimize, and then that will mean that I can optimize one specific item from the website. Mm, Affiliate website. If you are working on an affiliate site and you want to optimize an affiliate site, you have either services or products or brands, in this occasion, casino brands, that if you want to optimize, then you want to basically create pages and basically optimize pages for the brand specifically, link out, make sure that you have also pages that are linking back to this page. And and the concept is the same. Just remember that when we work with an affiliate website and you are linking to outside websites or websites outside our website, then we want to clock um, the link or beautify the link, making sure that we are hiding the affiliate link that that is bringing us money. So for security, but the idea here is the same. We want to optimize every single item that we are promoting in the best possible way, so we can attract viewers to find our item and get to our website, click on our link, and we can get and buy, hopefully, and then we can get the commission. Until this point, I spoke about standard SEO practice for optimization, but if we enter the realm of AI, there are a few extra steps that we can take. Frequently asked questions is very important for AI. AI usually relies on heavily on frequently questions and answers, FAQ, and we want to really answer common questions that AI will see easily and then answer to us. Frequently asked questions is also one of the schema that we are going to speak about in the next section. And schema is basically a code inside the website that tells Google and other search engines and AI engines that the website uh, is answering specific questions from viewers or from possible visitors. So we're going to speak about schema markup, which is part of the technical SEO, and one of the things that we want to use for the new era of artificial intelligence search engines. So, okay, so see you on the next section. Okay, on this section, I want to focus on a news type or magazine type of website, if this is what you are going to do, just in case. But basically, um, a website that dedicates to news is a website that basically has content all the time ongoing, right? Because news happens every minute almost, or like they're all changing all the time. So what you do is
basically to optimize such a website is to basically create posts all the time. And of course, you have to, like we saw with the schema, or like we are going to see with the schema, you have to um, write a schema in the technical aspects of the SEO schema, and basically write a schema that this website is for news. And basically, you're going to be updating posts all the time, and posts are going to be generated all the time. There are also ways to fetch news from other websites like Reuters, for example, and basically you can optimize this way in which you fetch news and then you post all the time. But your website has to be all the time posting news. Every post is going to be a potential SEO opportunity. However, it's more tricky because you're not going to be able to optimize specific keywords on ongoing news, because I mean, right? I mean, sometimes yes, because sometimes people are really searching for a specific trend, and you want to post about this specific trend, and that's okay. But if something you're having like a section about travel, for example, then and you want to be posting news about travel, I mean, you're very limited, right? I mean, but and if you are going to posting about news and political news, for example, or whatever, then you have news that are happening all the time. Then you don't always have a keyword to optimize there. And basically, what you're doing is you're updating posts because of your ongoing viewers or your subscribers. Then they want to see news all the time, and the website must be updating all the time and showing updates all the time. And on the footer, you probably have things like, um, perhaps keywords that you want to optimize and focus on. So it works a little bit different, but the idea is the same. You want to keep the website with posts all the time. And obviously, a website like this is going to rely on advertising, and it's going to be basically monetizing on the number of traffic that you bring to the website, and then the you just monetize with advertising uh, that you place on your website in with Google AdSense, for example, or other bodies that they would like to post. If you have good traffic on a website, you can definitely uh, dedicate to advertising, and just offer advertising placements in your website for whatever the niche is. So um, it's a lot of work. A news website is a lot of work, and I don't have such a website because I wouldn't have the time to make it successful. A website of this niche will require, in my opinion, at least one or two copywriters that are constantly uh, uploading content to the website. Minimum, right? Websites like this, like CNN, probably they have full teams of content management managers and copywriters just uploading, and of course, news writers uploading content all the time. Like if I refresh this website in the next 10 minutes, I will see different blogs, different posts, different news. So it's updating all the time. So it's a very difficult website to maintain, and you need a lot of manpower, in my opinion. But if you can do that, then you can definitely have uh, different articles, different ads, and monetize through ads, through subscriptions as well. But this is the way you optimize such a website. And You wanna also create content that will rank you in the maybe political news or whatever, and then you want to work on the technical aspects and definitely make sure that you have schema markup for news. So Google and other search engines understands that you are managing a news website, and if someone is searching for a specific news, then it will show your website. But you have to understand that when you create such a website, you are also competing um, with the news websites that are really big and very powerful, such as this one, for example. So just something to consider. But this is what I wanted to show you about having an art, a news. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. You can do it. You can grab a specific niche. Doesn't have to be news. It could be like a motorsport or water sport or fishing, or and create a magazine type of website in which um, you dedicate to a niche, and you can definitely run advertisements and ads on that niche, and it can work really nicely, right, if done properly. Well, so uh, that's it. I wanted to give you a quick overview of these type of websites.
Hey, we've reached the last section of the course. This very short course, but actually very effective for the new era of SEO. And I left the most important for the last part, which is the schema markup for AI. Now, I'm sorry, this one is a website that another website that I manage about fitness, and it's not in English, so it's flipped to the other side. So um, this one is a fitness website, and one of the things that we want to clarify with the search engines, including Google, but especially the AI engines like ChatGPT engine and Gemini from Google and other search engines that use AI, which are going to be all of them actually, right? They are all starting to use AI. We are going to rely more and more with AI, so it's very important that we adjust to the new era. um, so first of all, for every website that you have, no matter what, no matter the niche, you want to download a code snippet plugin. Even if you don't use WordPress and something else, just make sure that you have a plugin for snippets because you want to add schema there. In this case, I added a schema markup for fitness. I added an author schema. I added an organization and founder schema. And what else? These are the most important schema markups that you want to add. Now, these are HTML codes that you simply copy and paste from ChatGPT. So if I do edit here, for example, um, um, so in this example, I want to show you the schema, how it looks. And this is not something that I can write. This obviously you need a developer, someone who understands development, or you can simply ask ChatGPT, just give me a schema or help me set up a full schema markup for my niche, for my website. So in this case, it's a fitness site. So I'm writing a fitness business schema. If your business is, I don't know, financial advisor, then it will be a financial advisor schema, and then the author schema. And ChatGPT will give you the exact code that you need to copy and paste in your website. This will give a clear indication to the search engines um, about what your website is about. And together with the schema of the frequently asked questions, you are going to basically given signals to the search engines um, about what you are and what you are offering. It's going to make your website very, very relevant for when visitors or potential customers search online for something that is similar to your business. Mm, that's what I wanted to show you. Um, if we want to quickly summarize the course, we went over from basically titles and H1 titles, H3 and H2 titles. We went from content. We spoke about the menus, and we spoke about the footer menu, okay, and most important pages. We spoke about the sitemaps, the HTML and the XML. We spoke about photos, optimization of items in um, e-commerce website, with each item being an independent page that we want to optimize, categories we want to optimize. And we spoke about affiliate marketing, which we optimize links, sorry, not links, we clock links and we optimize content for the specific services. Photos, remember that you might want to add a banner that has a title also, and the AI will be able to see the title. It doesn't have to be in the new era only HTML, which in the previous era only needed to be HTML, but not anymore. And that's about it. So I hope you had a clear, more or less knowledge instruction of what SEO for the new era can be. And if you have questions, of course, feel free to contact me. I'll be happy to help you. And if you want to know about specific niches, write me and I'll be happy to help you in private. And thanks again for joining this course and best of luck. And I hope we keep in touch.